Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today with a Fallout 4 discussion video, and today we're going to be talking more about the potential future of Fallout 4 DLC. Now, we talked about Nuka World extensively. We talked about what these potential Wasteland Workshop DLCs could be, but I kind of wanted to step back and instead of talking about the DLCs and the who's and the what's of exactly what these DLCs are, I just wanted to talk in general about what this scheme is and what your thoughts are on it, and just give my personal thoughts on how things are going right now. So when I'm looking at the workshop DLCs, that's what we're specifically talking about today. We've talked enough about Nuka World until we get official information on that, but let's talk about these Wasteland Workshop DLCs. Is this kind of bullshit? You know, are people upset about this? And why exactly should they be or shouldn't they be? And that's the consideration I wanted to put into today's video, because I've noticed a lot of people are like, oh boy, more Wasteland Workshops. And there's a couple of things we need to consider. I wonder if this is going to be a package of Wasteland Workshops, if this was just something Bethesda had hidden, that hey, maybe this is Wasteland Workshop 1 that we got, and then we have 2 and 3 coming, and if you paid the $5 for the first one, you're also going to get the other 2 as well. There's always that possibility. There's also the chance that it's not just about building things, but expanding the settlement mode in general between quests. And I know I said I don't want to talk about the who's and what's of exactly what this DLC could be, but I just wanted to point this out first before people started jumping to conclusions. For me personally, the idea of anything Wasteland Workshop just kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm potentially disappointed. We don't want to jump the gun here, but I do want to talk about this a little bit, given that Far Harbor is basically done with in the terms of coverage, that I feel like now we can talk and look into the future here. And for me, the idea of 2 Wasteland Workshops DLCs sounds like a shot in the foot essentially for Bethesda after doing so well with Far Harbor. This is the DLC we wanted. So many fans were happy, and it was more than we could have ever asked for, and I was so pleased with it, and it showed that Bethesda is listening. And then they go off and potentially do this. Now, mind you, this is a commentary before we know official information, but based off what we know, based off the name, to me, it just sounds so unappealing. I did enjoy Wasteland Workshop to a degree. I like the settlement mode in Fallout 4, but that's not what makes Fallout special. What makes Fallout special is adventure, questing, choices, atmosphere, etc. And that's what I want more in my Fallout DLC. Could that be what Nuka World is? Yes. Could this potential Workshop DLC be dependent on what exactly Nuka World is? Abso-fucking-lutely. And honestly, it's not a matter of personal preference what I like and don't like in Fallout 4. It's a matter of what Fallout 4 needs. And Fallout 4 needed that shot in the arm that was Far Harbor to keep fans interested in Fallout 4 and reignite the community for Fallout and get people talking about Fallout and being interested about Fallout again. And that's exactly what it did. And I think Fallout 4 genuinely needs more of that. It can't just rest back on Far Harbor now, because although that was a lot, it's not quite enough yet. Not because I want more of that, but because I feel like that's what Fallout needs. It doesn't need what I felt was the worst DLC Bethesda's made in quite a long while, expansions on that. It needs more adventures. It needs more locations, more quests, that type of stuff. Which is why I'm saying that, hey, if these Workshop DLCs expand the settlement mode in the terms of giving settlers the ability to give you quests in new unique ways, then I'm totally cool with that. Add a unique settler to each single settlement inside the wasteland and have them give a unique quest with a unique weapon or armor or some type of payoff at the end. That would be cool. That would add about 30 plus quests in Fallout 4, and that would be a good time for about $5 or $10. Totally. But still, what I think Fallout 4 needs is to continuously expand and go to new areas and treat the fans more, instead of keeping us contained in the Commonwealth, which is an awesome setting, but now we want to spread our wings a little bit and fly more. Now, mind you that this commentary is entirely built on jumping the gun right now. We are totally assuming that Fallout 4's next DLC will be a Workshop DLC. I can't see Bethesda genuinely doing that. I feel like they have more new locations up their sleeves. But time shall tell. Well, not, ladies and gentlemen. I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest and talk a little bit more about the potential future of Fallout, and just kind of put my thoughts out there that, honestly, more Fallout is always great, but it's not exactly the Fallout I want if it's more settlement stuff, right? And I think a lot of the Fallout community agrees with me, even if some of you guys are like me and do like the settlement mode. But nonetheless, I just wanted to gather your thoughts and hear them in the comments down below. So let me know what you're thinking, people. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links are in the description. Check out SugarBomb.com, the place by Bethesda fans for Bethesda fans. Other than that, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.